Okay, let's get into it. For this deep dive, we're unpacking a piece of hardware that can really make or break a high-end install. We're talking about the Blustream SW41AB-V2. It's a four-way 4K HDMI switch.
It is. And our mission today is pretty straightforward. We're going to cut through the marketing fluff and just focus on the core tech specs. For anyone who's a serious AV enthusiast or an integrator, this little box, it's not just for routing signals. It's a real problem solver.
Right. The basic function is simple enough. It takes four HDMI sources, funnels them into one display. But the important stuff, the next-gen features are its full support for HDMI 2.0, HDCP 2.2, and this integrated audio breakout.
Exactly. Let's start with the video, because you have to have uncompromised video. The spec sheet's big headline is 4K UHD at 60 Hz with 4.4.4 chroma subsampling.
And that 4.4.4 part is huge, right? Because so many consumer systems, they compress down to 4.2.0 to save bandwidth.
They do, and you lose so much. If you're running a signal from a PC, for instance, or a high-end gaming console, that compression, it murders fine text. It crushes subtle color gradients.
The image just gets muddy. So this switch basically ensures that the video pipeline is as clean and detailed as possible.
At the maximum frame rate, yeah. And to even get that signal to display, you absolutely need HDCP 2.2 compliance for any protected 4K movies. This has it built right in, so you're not going to get those infuriating handshake failures.
Ah, the black screen of death.
None of that. It just works. And it's smart enough to handle older sources, too. Legacy consoles, anything. It doesn't care.
Okay, so the video is top-notch, but for me, this is where the switch becomes an essential bit of kit, the audio flexibility. Because routing video is one thing, but getting sound systems to play nice, that can be a mess.
Oh, it's a huge headache.
Yeah.
And this box, it just solves it. It simultaneously breaks out the HDMI audio to two separate active outputs.
Two, okay.
Yeah, you get a stereo analog LR on a standard 3.5mm jack, and at the same time, you get a digital coaxial SPDIF output.
And running them concurrently.
Yeah.
That's the game changer. So I could, for example, feed a new soundbar with that digital output while also sending audio to, say, an older whole house amplifier that only has analog inputs.
Precisely. You don't have to choose. You just do both. And it passes through all the high-definition formats you'd want. Dolby True HD, DTS HD Master Audio, and of course Dolby Atmos. It's ready for anything.
So we've got great features. Let's talk stability. The spec sheet mentions something called Advanced EDED Management. Why do we need that?
Think of EDED as a conversation between your source and your TV, a digital handshake. When that negotiation fails, that's when you get a flickering screen or no picture at all. This switch has advanced tools to make sure that handshake is always stable, rock solid.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. And what about control? I see it has buttons on the front and an IR remote, which is standard, but it also has an RS-232 serial port. That seems like overkill for a typical living room setup.
Well, it is, but that's the point. It's for true automation. That RS-232 port lets it integrate deeply with professional control systems, like Crestron or Control4. It allows for really reliable, scripted control. Plus, it supports CEC bypass.
Which means the TV doesn't try to get smart and interfere with the switching commands from the main system.
Exactly. The dedicated control system is always in charge.
So if we pull this all together, what we're really looking at is an incredibly robust foundation for a system. You've got your 4K at 60 Hz, 4.4.4 video, rock-solid stability, and that critical dual audio breakout. Plus, it's backed by a 5-year warranty.
It is. Which brings me to a final thought for you, our listener. Considering that a component like this lets you simultaneously feed a cutting-edge home cinema system and a simple analog multi-room setup, how many of your current system's limitations, especially with audio and automation, could you overcome just by putting this one box at the heart of it all?